So I go to collect again, and again with the excuses. Hey, Vic Dibitetto here with more stories, more memories of a New York City garbage man. Now, to explain this next story, I gotta set it up because maybe some of you missed the first episode, right? I mentioned that I worked for private sanitation, not the city. My father owned the company. He had 2 trucks. Me and my brother who worked on a truck. No, my father was not connected. If I was connected, I would have a residency in Las Vegas at the Bellagio. But so here's the story. I'm on 23rd Street, and we had to stop. See what says Verdi across the street? We had to stop there. Well, now it's a cannabis store. That's all you see now. That's all you smell now. The old days, you smelled piss and shit. Now it's cannabis. Anyway, there was a clothing store. We picked up basically paper and cardboard, not so much restaurants. It was like residential areas and non-residential areas, but businesses, clothing stores, junk stores, all these crap stores that back in the late 70s, early 19, into the whole 19. Anyway, I had to go to collect the money from my father. My father charged them by the month of how much garbage they picked up. They charged them by the cube. He charged the customers by the cubic yard. And this fucking guy was a pain in the ass. He had all kinds of excuses. I don't have the money, and here I am. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover. I'm not going to break legs like some of my fathers used to do. My father's friends used to do, but my father never went that route. He always believed violence didn't settle anything. But he was surrounded by friends that did that shit, but I don't want to do that. So I told the guy, please, just pay up. I'll stop picking up your garbage. What's the problem? We're offering you a service. Why can't you pay? Now, my friend back in Brooklyn, he said, Vic, why don't you get a syringe filled with skunk piss and inject it in the guy's car, which I knew, because I know where he parked, and inject it in the window, the rub around the window. I'm not going to fucking do that. Come on. It's not worth it. You get caught. So I go to collect again, and again with the excuses. I don't have the money, come back next week, the check's in the mail, pop. You know what? I got the syringe, and I used to park his car right over there. Over there. He used to park his car. I got the syringe, and I injected the skunk piss into his fucking car. It's funny. Since that day, he always paid on time with no problem. And that's that. There was nothing I could do. Thank you for joining me again for more memories of a New York City garbage man.